as the youngest designers on earth. Would you please introduce yourselves to our audience?
Kalimera, I'm very glad to be in this interview. My name is VDLD Designer. I'm 9 years old and already the youngest certified designer on earth. I'm officially certified from Adobe N, Adobe Certified Associate, Visual Communication using Adobe Photoshop, also in motion graphics, UX design and 3D design.
Yes, I'm a designer and I'm even younger than the youngest designer. I'm 7 years old. I also got officially certified from Adobe N, SCA, Graphic Design and Illustration using Adobe Illustrator, in addition to virtual reality, making things move and relax.
I am really amazed, because you are already very young. At what age did you start studying design?
Actually, we were born in a computer system environment. Since I was a baby, I was attracted to the mouse, keyboard and screen. I started discovering their functions and the computer was the best tool for me. I got my first official certificate when I was 6 years old in 2015.
For me, I was attracted like him by the screensavers, colored wallpapers and computer sounds. They relaxed me so much at that time that I used to fall asleep on the keyboard. We grew up along with software and hardware updates. I was 4 years old when I got officially certified for the first time in 2015.
That's really great. But why did you choose to be designers?
We didn't choose to be designers. We had many options ahead of us, but the passion in our hearts and minds led us directly towards design.
Because being a designer enables us to design a better life. Wherever you go, you find unique logos and designs. Even in nature, you find perfect creations, so it's a life necessity.
So how did you guys meet in the same major?
Sometimes we team up in order to create flawless projects. On the other hand, it creates an entertaining environment, especially with a funny partner like her. Sometimes she is my client and I'm the evil designer. Other times, she expresses her own style in a crazy way. By the end of the day, we deliver unique designs because we complement each other.
How did you start learning design?
We were in love with creativity and design, so we started doing lots of research wondering how print-out designer does to design them. And then we discovered the multinational software company called Adobe, in addition to Autodesk and other 2D and 3D software.
So how did you manage between your school and your design learning system?
Life is all about priorities, so we gave priority to our passion over schools by dedicating more time to succeed in the design industry, like some successful people who never graduated school, such as Bill Gates and Michael Dell.
Also, in fashion, we have famous names like Giorgio Armani and Ralph Lauren, who dropped out of school to follow their passion. Based on that, we emphasize on some essential materials like math, language, history and culture. But I think when Dad is obsessed with computers, he's always on a desktop, laptop or tablet, even on vacation.
What educational sources work best for you?
Books, research, computer learning centers, local and abroad. This is in addition to webinars, seminars, conferences, exhibitions, and participating in challenges to get more experience.
You are really amazing, guys. How do you then show your work?
You can meet us on VDLD Designers at Facebook, YouTube, Behance, Twitter and Instagram.
And now, what about your highest achievement?
I have done many movies showing my talent as an influencer, designer and tutor. In 2016, I was 7 years old. I started with the Adobe Illustrator tutorial. In 2017, I was 8 years old. I did the King of Adobe, which was one of the best achievements I've done. After that, the King of Music Production using Ableton Push 2. In 2018, I was 9 years old. I designed a restaurant menu using Adobe InDesign. then became the world's youngest Adobe Certified Associate.
I've also done many movies as an influencer, visual artist, designer and tutor. For instance, in 2016, I was 5 years old. I started with the Photoshop tutorial. Then in 2017, I was 6 years old. I did one of my best movies, The Queen of Visual Communication. Then in 2019, I was 7 years old. I designed a 3D bottle and label using Adobe Illustrator and then became the world's youngest Adobe Certified SC.
We got other achievements like building the VDLD company, which is a self-made teamwork business, and being considered the youngest influencers in the design industry.
Would you please talk about the ups and downs that you faced in your career?
Luckily, we got encouragement and appreciation from big names in the industry like Mr. Shantanu Narayan, the Adobe CEO, the Adobe Creative Cloud and Adobe Live team. Moreover, getting certified in a variety of courses encouraged us to continue with our passion. We obtained a total of 80 certificates in just 3 years.
Wow!
Unfortunately, some people didn't take us seriously due to our young ages, and most systems have age restrictions, which is not fair in exceptional talents. So my message is, if you can feel your talent, just follow it.
What challenging projects have you done?
For competition, we did the 30 Days Logo Challenge and Timed Live Show project. For business, I've done designing a restaurant menu in Greece and 3D eco bags.
And I've done the golden olive logo for a company in Greece.
What inspires you?
Inspiration is the key for success. Iconic designs must be simple, memorable and timeless, like Apple and Mickey Mouse. We like to follow great designers such as Coco Chanel, who is a self-made woman, and Carolyn Davidson, who designed the Nike swoosh logo in 1971 when she was still a graphic design student. Chip Kid is the designer hidden behind the famous Jurassic Park dinosaur silhouette.
What skills did you grow during your educational path?
I became an Adobe tutor, skillful in 2D and 3D animation, branding and identity, logo design, image and video editing, publishing, UI and UX design, web design, music composing, and computer and hardware skills.
I became an Adobe tutor in 2016. I'm an expert in fashion design, drawing and sketching, retouching, video editing, motion graphics, page layout design, printing and advertising.
Lee, what pulled you to fashion and how did you become a fashion designer?
The whole story started a long time ago when I started making movies for my channel. So selecting the right actor to be suitable with the movie subject was one of the priorities. Then I asked myself, why don't I learn what I wear in the fashion perspective? Regarding color matching, body proportions and model size. Now I'm certified as a fashion designer.
Yeah, I noticed from your Facebook page that you also make speed art videos.
Yes, after intensive practice in drawing and sketching in 2017, I became the king of speed art movies in 2018. I started speed drawing using Adobe and Autodesk software, and I loved it because it's fast and displays my skills in any software I want. It's very important to start by sketching, then modeling or illustration when doing speed art movies. Some of my ideas are inspired by imagination, like the Skyline series that I started in 2017. This is in addition to 3D modeling, 3D speed modeling using Autodesk Maya.
What about your favorite software?
My favorites are Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, Adobe XD, After Effects, and Cinema 4D.
For me, AI, Photoshop, After Effects, XD and design.
I have noticed from your YouTube channels that you have other majors shown in different movies. Can you please explain?
Actually, we started two separate majors simultaneously with design. I studied physical education and medical fitness. Now I'm a private fitness coach and I'm using medical fitness in my coaching programs. In 2016, I started tutorial movies like how to perform a handstand conditioning, kickboxing for cardio, how to lose belly fat. At the end of 2016, I did the acrobat movie, then the health and safety postures. In 2017, I did the back expert movie.
Great.
I also studied physical education and nutrition. For instance, in 2016, I started with how to do bridge conditioning movie and the famous acrobatic gymnastics split and how to lose belly fat. In 2017, I did the chair workout movie and the digestive system expert. By the way, Santan can lift 40 kilos bench press.
Lee can split on gymnastics rings.
Now list your interests and hobbies by order, please.
My priority is for designing and photography, then comes fitness coaching. My hobbies for now are singing and music composing.
I'm focusing on graphic design and fashion design. As hobbies, I like food design, singing, gymnastics, and DJing. Wherever we travel, Sandam and I take amazing pictures.
What about your favorite music?
We both like oldies and 80s. We also like pop and dance music like Michael Jackson and modern talking.
Okay, so can you give us an advice for people who want to choose a major?
Follow your feelings and your passion.
Do what you are good at.
You guys are great. I really love you guys. My final question for you. After a decade of your whole life, what is your plan for 2019?
We are preparing new, mind-blowing movies. We keep learning and learning.
We are preparing for a design world tour and we will spread our knowledge and influence Earth.
I am really sure that Earth is proud to have you as the youngest designer. I wish you all the best in your life.
Thank you!